Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the time is at the point that you are watching this video, maybe even good night if you are watching it late at night. If so, I hope to entertain you in your moments before bed. Today we are looking at Critter Cup, which is a really fun, really cute little game about helping insects win a soccer match, score goals for a soccer match. And it is fun, it is cute. It is for a game jam called the Score Jam number 37, which is currently in its voting stage. So if you're part of the game jam, come and give some ratings and things. If you are not, then come and have a look, because the game jams are a hell of a fun, a hell of a powerful driver for the indie gaming community. So we're going to jump in, we're going to take a very quick look at the gameplay, and we're going to take a very quick little bit of critique for the game. And all in all, I think it is hopefully going to be an interesting and relatively short little video. I can't critique the game too much because it is a game jam game, and the gameplay is fairly concentrated and focused, so hopefully it won't take me too long to show you guys the gameplay. But let's jump in and play a game. So here is our field. We have insects that we can put down who will then push a ball, and they have an insect that they have put down who hits the ball very hard, and unfortunately it scored against us, so we lost a heart. But let's try and put an ant down who will push it in the right direction, and we need to get ready to put a dung beetle down and push in the other direction. So we scored a goal there. He pushed it out the way with his dragonfly. Let's ice out the dragonfly, and let's put another dung beetle push in there who will hopefully do absolutely nothing useful. So let's put a stink bug in there, and we can blast the ball. Let's get an ant in there to push it and blast. Oh, he scored an own goal, and our ant went and pushed the thing. So as you can see, there are different kinds of insects who do different things and interact with the ball in different ways. We need to put an ant in there, aim the ant in that direction, but he's going to fight the dragonfly, but that's fine. Let's slap some dragonflies down, shall we? We can do dragonfly stuff. Burn that dragonfly out. And we can shove another ant in there. Now, at the top left are our hearts. So every time the enemy scores a goal against us, we lose a heart. So we can only get a goal scored against us 3 times. We have goals that we're trying to score, and we're just trying to get as big a score as possible in this current sort of state of gameplay. We're doing quite well at the moment. Let's ice that ant out. We're going to beat him in pushing because he was half dead and iced. Let's do a stink bug. And another ant to just push it that last little bit. Yay! And a stink bug. And a dung beetle to push it that last little bit. No, dung beetle, you missed. Boy, you missed. And another stink bug. Okay, interacted with all the other stink bugs. Dung beetle. Nice. And an ant. Yeah, we're up to 10 goals. Oh no. Almost 11, but we got pushed out the way. Do it, dung beetle. Push, push. Do it, dung beetle. Push, push, push. And we can duplicate them over here. And push. Nice. Stink bug. Stink bug just smacks the ball in a particular direction if he touches it in any particular way. Oh, I don't know where my... Yeah, we got to... Okay, we seem to have hit a bit of a bug at the moment. That we are... No. Dragonfly. My own dragonfly scored an own goal. He's an idiot. Dragonflies get very confused very easily. I don't know why we now have 2 balls. We have... A duplicate has caused confusion here, but I mean, it adds chaotic fun. We are really racking up the goals at the moment. Push, push, and push. You can do it. Let's slap some dragonflies out here just to give us some defenses. Oh. Okay. Apparently I can only have 4 creatures out at them at one point. Push it, mate, push it. You can do it. Stink bug. Dung beetle. Go. And oh, I see it. Okay, so I think on the bottom left here, this is my kind of resources for putting things down, and it slowly increases as various insects and things die. No. Alright. He scored an own goal. Alright, well, yeah, I've played too long. I think I've shown too much of the gameplay there. We figured out how it's supposed to work. That's fine, so thank you for watching the gameplay. If you liked the video, well, it's a little bit chaotic and distracting, please drop a like. If you disliked the video, drop a dislike, but please leave a comment telling me why you liked or disliked it so I can actually get better at it for the next time. And yeah, if you want to see me review, on average, an indie game a day, drop a subscribe, because then you will get a new indie game to go and play. And usually indie games that are just playable in your browser, so a couple of clicks away, just for a little bit of entertaining time. That's kind of my intention here. My goal is to get people playing these indie games because they are fun and they need some support. So yeah, drop a subscribe if you want to see that. I will appreciate it, and hopefully the indie gaming community will appreciate it, because that's who I'm trying to support. And I can keep rabbiting on about that for ages, but instead let me just say, if you are just here for the gameplay, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. If you are here for the critiques, well, starting at the beginning, there isn't much UI. All there is a start button and a volume control that does in fact work, and gives us the cute music, but there's no sort of other quality of life controls or anything like that. Yeah, this is a game jam game, so there's not a lot of stuff in there. There's the maximized screen in the Itch.io style, but that's about it. So there could be like a little bit more there, but I mean there's enough to play the game as it is. There's no like save or anything like that. Sounds are cute. The music is absolutely adorable. I also like the little whoa no, the goals being scored. That's quite cute. The little burp noise it makes if you fail to place an insect properly is quite annoying. But I mean it does its thing. It's a little bit computer gamey. I could do with more ambient sounds and more kind of insecty sounds, like the rustle of grass and the little skitters of legs and things like that. But it's not necessary. It would just probably add a little bit to the immersion, but not too much. The art is very cute. The sort of the bugs look comically cute enough to be suitable, but not so realistic that they end up being creepy rather than cute. The gameplay is fine. I think like the fire and ice stuff is a little bit weird. The field isn't really long enough to kind of implement those in an effective way, but they do add an element to it, and I like the way the different bugs have different roles, and once you figure out how the different bugs have different roles, you can actually play and quite interesting game of quote-unquote sort of strategy-ish soccer. It's a very good game design, and I think this game could actually go places with a little bit more cleaning up, a few more insect types, maybe a slightly bigger field to play on, so a little bit more time to implement strategies and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a very clever idea. It's a very fun idea that I think can actually has legs underneath it that can go places. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this game goes. And the immersion, Yeah, I mean, you can tell stories behind it. You know, you can get a sort of a Mighty Ducks-esque story about being the underdog team fighting against the big names and all of that kind of stuff. I think a lot of sports game, and especially kind of soccer and football and those kind of games, have that kind of storyline behind it. So that is a good crowd favorite to go for. Maybe coming up with something new and different. I don't know if there's too much there to choose from, to think up of. But either way, it's not really necessary. But it would add another layer to the game to try and draw players in. So a little bit of lore writing, a little bit of context would be an interesting thing to consider if this game keeps being developed after the game jam, which I hope it does, because like I said, I think it's got legs and I think it's got a way to go. So I guess come and play the game. Can we give the dev some love? Link will be in the description, and let's see where it goes, and let's see where the developer takes it. Thank you for watching. Looking forward to that. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.